You know that moment when you step into an elevator, the doors close, and it's just, well, you and a complete stranger.
Oh, yeah. Everyone suddenly becomes intensely interested in staring at the floor numbers.
Right. You can practically hear yourself blink. But then someone says four simple words, and the tension completely vanishes.
Nice weather today, huh?
Yes.
Hmm.
Just four words, and the awkwardness is gone.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking at our sources for today, we are doing a really practical deep dive into the universal art of small talk.
Right, specifically focusing on how to naturally discuss the weather, which
Hmm.
is honestly so helpful for English learner.
Exactly. Our mission today is to uncover why weather is the ultimate conversational icebreaker and to give you some really easy, beginner-friendly tools to connect with native English speakers.
Yeah, because before you try to memorize a bunch of vocabulary, you really need to understand why English speakers are so obsessed with talking about the weather in the first place.
It's really interesting. It isn't a sudden passion for weather science, right?
No, not at all. It is simply the easiest way to start a conversation with a stranger. It prevents that awful, awkward silence in places like elevators or coffee shops or, waiting at a bus stop.
I like to think of the weather as a sort of universal conversational key.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, because it works.
Yeah.
It's the one shared experience that everyone in the room is having at that exact moment. You don't know a stranger's job or their hobbies, but you both know it's currently raining.
Right. It creates instant, safe, common ground. But since it is a universal key, we have to look at how you actually turn it to start talking without sounding unnatural.
Yeah, how do you open that door?
You start with simple, really friendly observations, things like nice weather today, or it's really sunny today, or even beautiful day, isn't it?
But wait, is stating the obvious really enough? Because, if we were both standing outside in the blinding sun and I tell you it's sunny, I am giving you data you clearly already have.
That's true, but the goal isn't sharing new information. You aren't giving a weather report.
Okay, so what am I doing then?
You are just signaling friendliness. Saying it's a beautiful day simply translates to, I am friendly and I am open to talking to you.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you've used the key. The ice is broken.
Mm.
Once you do that, you need to know how to keep that brief exchange going smoothly, right?
Exactly. And you really just stick to the four main conditions: sun, rain, heat, and cold.
Keep it simple.
Very simple. Use phrases like, it's hot today, or it's cold outside. Or a really natural one is, looks like it's going to rain.
And notice how short those phrases are for you listening. Just three or four words.
Right. And for reacting to others, you say things like, yeah, it's so hot, or yeah, I'm so cold.
Or my absolute favorite phrase to use. I know.
Oh, that's a great one.
It's like a quick conversational high five. You are instantly building comfort between strangers by validating exactly what they are feeling.
That validation is really the golden rule of small talk.
Why is that?
Because small talk is not about having perfect English or, a massive vocabulary. It is entirely about being friendly and comfortable.
I do want to push back a little bit on the learner's anxiety here, though. People stress a lot about making mistakes. Like, what if I mess up my verb tenses while talking about the rain?
Nobody's judging your grammar at a bus stop. Really, they aren't. Short sentences are entirely enough to spark a friendship. The friendliness is the actual message.
The words are just the vehicle.
Exactly. Simple, everyday English creates big improvements over time.
So the big takeaway here is that small conversations are a massive part of real-world English. You don't need big words, just a friendly attitude and a simple observation.
It really is that easy.
But, it does leave you with an interesting thought. If weather is the ultimate safe topic right now, what happens if extreme climate shifts eventually make the weather a stressful or controversial subject?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that would change everything.
Right, like, will we have to find a completely new universal icebreaker just to survive a quiet elevator ride? Something to think about. Speaking of which, what is the weather like where you live right now? Next time you step into an elevator, maybe give it a try.